Hello. Today I'm going to be looking at a very interesting topic that I have tagged 13 life skills your child should master by the time he is 13. Yes, 13 life skills your child should master by the time he or she is 13 years. My name is Chinekwu Oreh, your partner in raising outstanding children. And I think that this topic is a very important topic for every parent. Please share this video with every other parent that needs to raise children that are responsible so that they'll be able to master these life skills. First of all, what are life skills? Life skills talk about any skill that a child or an individual needs to master to be able to live their lives well. That's very simple. These are what life skills are. And the truth of the matter is that these days children seem to leave their homes sometimes earlier than they used to, because parents send their children off to boarding school at a very young age, and once they are away to boarding school, the rest is history, because from boarding school they move on to college or university and they have to lead independent lives. So it is very important that by the time your child is 13, by the time your child becomes a teenager, that he or she would have acquired the basics of these skills. So what are these life skills? Let me share the 13 that I have for today. The first skill I'm going to talk about is personal grooming skills. Yes, every 13-year-old should have mastered personal grooming skills. What are personal grooming skills? They should be able to take their bath and take their bath properly. They should be able to brush their teeth, know when to brush their teeth and how to properly brush their teeth. These are not things you take for granted. Don't assume that your children know how to brush their teeth. Even you as an adult, I'm sure that if I ask some adults now, we find out that they don't know that every person should brush their teeth for a minimum of 2 minutes at a time, and the right pattern for brushing the teeth is the up and down movement of the toothbrush and not the sideway movement of the toothbrush. And of course, brushing the tongue is very important. Also, people do not know that it is advisable to floss at least once every day. Yes, flossing helps with dental hygiene. So bathing, teeth brushing are some of the things. Proper hair combing, arranging the hair, knowing when to get a haircut or when to get a new hairdo are part of the things that children should, have mastered by the time they are 13 years. And then for girls, they should also know a lot and everything about menstrual hygiene, how to use sanitary towels, how to dispose of sanitary towels. And also guys should start learning about how to take care of facial hair, or for both genders, how to manage breakouts, pimples and things like that. So these are the areas that we cover under personal grooming skills for the child that has turned or is about to turn 13 years. Then another skill is the social skills and manners. Every child should be taught basic manners. They should know, of course, how to use the magic words. They should know how to speak with respect to everybody. They should know not to speak out of turn. They should know the telephone etiquette, how to speak to people on the phone. They should know how to speak on social media. They should not be cyber bullies. They should understand that anything that they have put out on the internet has footprints that will stay in the sands of time. So these are things that we should not take for granted. Don't assume that they know. Make sure you deliberately teach the children how to act, how to carry themselves, what their manners should be, how to act on the dining table, their table manners, bathroom manners, and all that. So social skills and manners, how to manage friendships and all that, and how to be good friends, they're all parts of social skills and manners that they should learn. Then they should also learn about money and budgeting skills. You know that sometimes you can send your child to go buy something and the child does not even understand the concept of getting a balance, of bringing back the change, or calculating to know how much the child has spent and what the balance is, and they don't even understand the value of money. Do not take these things for granted. Money skills, budgeting skills are things you should teach your children, and it isn't even bad to start now to expose them to the principle of making money. If you're in business, you can expose them to some of the things you do they could assist and find out what it takes to actually make money. It helps them to value money. If they have pocket money or they receive money from relatives and things like that, you help them to know how to manage their funds and everything. Expose them to money and budgeting skills. They need the financial literacy. Then another skill that they should master is clothing and dressing skills. Well, it looks very basic, but yes, this is something that they should master. And when we talk about clothing and dressing skills, they have to learn how to dress for the occasion. They should know what is suitable for what occasion. They can't, for example, appear in a formal event wearing joggers and t-shirts with a face cap facing backwards and things like that. They should know their color combinations. They should know how to appear for interviews. They should know how to package themselves at every point in time. They should be taught how to polish their shoes and how to do their laundry, how to wash clothes with their hands, and even if they have to use a washing machine, they should know how to sort their clothes, the type of laundry supplies they need for different types of fabrics. They should also know how to iron their clothes. So, their parents, I hope you're evaluating yourself to know how well you are doing as a parent. Then, cleanliness and hygiene. Cleanliness and hygiene is another skill that they need to master. Apart from the personal grooming, they need to know how to keep their spaces clean. They need to know that when they finish eating, they should take away their plates and wash their plates. They should know how to keep their rooms tidy, the living room tidy, the kitchen tidy. They should know how to declutter. They should know how to take away trash. Yes, cleanliness and hygiene is very critical. And then another thing that they should know is cooking. They should have basic cooking skills. A 13-year-old child should be able to fix a meal. They should also know how to put away food stuff, where to store what. Imagine if you bought meat and you leave it for the child to put away and you dash off because you're trapped, and you find out that the child left the meat in the sink, and by the following day the meat is spoiled or something, or they put something that's not supposed to be in the freezer inside the freezer and it gets spoiled. So storage skills, how to prepare basic meals, how to wash up and clean up after preparation, food preparation and things like that. Maintaining hygiene while cooking. Cooking skills, they are skills that they must learn, and try to get them to understand the nutritional values of the things that they are eating. So cooking skills are very important. Then another thing is about their personal health care skills. Some children do not even know what drugs they are allergic to. They don't know what they are allergic to. They don't know what is used for what situation. They don't know the basics of first aid. They don't know who their family doctor is, the family clinic, or who to call in the case of emergency. Please do not take these things for granted. Expose your children. Let them have it at the tip of their fingers. Know what to do per time. Of course, I'm not talking about self-medication or just taking medicines without due direction or instruction from the healthcare professionals, but they should know about themselves, what works for them, what they might have issues with, who to call when there is a problem. They should know not to take medications without it being prescribed by a doctor, or recommended by a pharmacist for over-the-counter medication. So yes, personal health care, very important. Then they should have organizational skills. They should know where to put away things, how to have their things organized and sorted, because sometimes the children individuals waste a lot of man hours trying to figure out where they have kept what, but with basic sorting skills and organizational skills, they are able to overcome that hurdle. Then they should also have mastered behavioral skills. Their behavior is very important. They should be able to accept responsibility. They should be able to own up to their mistakes. They should be able to know how to say sorry when they have missed it. Yes, these things are all important. They should know how to respect other people's opinions. They should know how to stand up to what they believe in. They should know what their values are and stick to it regardless of what is happening around them. Please don't take these things for granted. Don't assume that they know it. Make a deliberate effort to teach them these skills. And they should also master their safety skills. They should know how to cross the road. They should know how to walk on the road. They should know how not to talk to strangers and how to comport themselves around strangers. They should know how not to give out sensitive information about themselves or about the people that love them and people they love. They should be careful and taught how to engage on social media, what not to put out there, content that should not be exposed to people. They should be careful about the vehicles they enter. Yes, they should be careful about the vehicles they enter. They should be careful about people that drive them. People that are not experienced or people that are high or drunk should, of course, be a no-no to them. So please, let's not take these things for granted. Be deliberate to teach your children about these things, and then you should be able to teach them problem solving and decision making skills. Allow them to solve problems. Let them think critically and know how to solve problems and how to take decisions. And they should also have the goal setting and prioritization skills. Yes, goal setting. These are things they should learn. They should not take their lives by chance. And also they have to learn their time management skills. A lot of people don't know how to manage their time, and you find out that the days go by and they're not able to achieve the things they're supposed to achieve, and there are always excuses about why they haven't done this or done that, you know. So time management skills, very important. And that brings us to the end of this session. I have listed out 13 skills that your children should learn by the time they are 13. Of course, this does not go into detail about everything that those skills entail and how to get your children to learn about them, but maybe in our subsequent videos we'll try to drill down on this. So dear parents, I want you to assess yourself. How are you faring? Which ones have you exposed your children to, and what are you doing going forward to help them to develop the skills? That brings us to the end of this video, and once again, my name is Chinekwu Oreh, your partner in raising outstanding children. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share with other parents, and turn on your notifications even as you subscribe to this channel, so you'll be alerted whenever we release new content. Thank you.